Well, ready or not, and which one of those is true, I'll give you 3 guesses, but you should only need one. Um, neck's basically done. I think what we really have to do next is figure out how we're going to do the butt of the neck and work out the neck pocket. I should have thought of this before, because this is guaranteed not the best way to go at it. What I'm thinking is I would like the end of the neck blank to be just inside the end of the fretboard. Which obviously now would be a little bit of an issue. It's a little late. I kind of feel like maybe if we just chop it off right at the end of the fretboard, then we can work it back just a little bit. Just a little. It's not like I need a lot, just a little. But in any event, I'm sitting here looking. This is about where I want it to land on the body. Ish. About ish. Something in the neighborhood of there. There's not a... I mean, there's a fair amount of pocket. There's considerably more here. Now, the end of... This is not going to stay this way. Something is going to happen here. I don't know what just yet. But I feel like no matter what we do there, we probably have plenty of pocket to hold that and be good and secure and fat, dumb, and happy. You know, I've kind of wanted to get that scary part done as soon as possible, and then everything else will just be cake. That's the one piece I'm afraid of, and once we can get past that, everything else is just, you know, stuff. Until we do that, there's no point, and I can't really figure out where the bridge places, and therefore I can't really do this carve and a cutaway if one happens to happen. I can't really plan too much on the cavity. But like I said, I think our next move is to chop this up, chop this off, get this cleaned up, try to build us a template for a pocket, and do a test on something and see how well we can do a pocket before we try to pocket this beautiful thing. But we need that done before we can do anything else on this guy, really. So, yeah. To the bandsaw! Yes. Close to the butt of that fretboard, but not quite there. Just close. My potentially ill-fated idea at this point is to take our razor saw and just try to cut a slice that happens to be just inside of the end of the fretboard. We are a little oversized anyway, so we gotta chop some off somehow. I think this is the way to go. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Now we're doing a little less of a good job of staying vertical. undershoot the cut and we'll try to clean it up with chisel. Because I don't trust me, especially at this angle. Really? Okay. Well, we did say chisel cleanup. Okay. I think, seems to me, first step would probably be, or a good first step would probably be to make a template for this neck for a pocket. And, you know, see that we can make that nice and tight. If we can make a template the way we want it, then we can test it on something and see how that works and go from there. Now, I was sitting here thinking, it's also about time we could, you know, chop off the excess off of the back. And I'm trying to decide how much to chop off, and it occurred to me, our bridge pieces they're tall. They're pretty tall, really. They're going to need to be either recessed or, well, they're going to need to be recessed. However, it did occur to me that we could mount the neck so that it's a little proud of the body and, you know, save us some of that. Don't want to do much, you know, I don't want it to look super weird, but we can shave off a little bit. In which case, I'm sitting here thinking how much do we want to protrude, and B, how much meat do we want to leave on the back of that pocket? Because I don't know. I really don't know. You know, if it's nice and tight, then you've got, you know, surface area on both sides and everything, but, you know, you just want the optimum situation where everything is going to be as tight as it can. So, I kind of feel like more than a 1/4 inch is a good idea. However, you know, it seems like any way you go there, it's going to be okay. I'm pretty sure there's a wide range of widths that would be just fine and not look too wacky. So, I don't know. I think we're just going to pick something to run with it. So we're sticking out about that much. Then say, I think if we didn't like that, we would want to take more. I don't know. We could be in the midst of making a giant bonehead. But I think maybe it's time to chop some of that off. So, to the bandsaw! I put my neck, I don't know, about as deep as it could possibly ever want to be, and just traced the outline. Put the clean edge of this up to it and just kind of guesstimated what that angle was. So I'm going to take some of that off just so. There will be, you know, a piece here and then a piece. You'll see. I decided to masking tape super glue the neck on as well. I don't have a real awesome way to clamp it. Alright then, you will go there. know what would be best for that. One or two layers, but I guess we're going to do two. I'm not going to bother with the end, just the sides. Router's not going to appreciate that. I have already worried about the rounding. I don't know if it would be easier to try to round off the neck or square up the pocket. I used a 1/2-inch bit to drill a hole so I could line up on my edges and draw what the curve is going to look like, or should look like, on both of those corners. That already looks to be pretty close. And here I was worried. Just a bite at a time. I think our rounding went just fine. This looks to be ever so slightly too tight. Maybe one piece of tape would have been enough. Thanks for joining me. If you like what we're doing, if you're digging it, like and subscribe. Catch you next time.